Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Pheebyoga YouTube channel. I haven't been on here for a while, so I thought that I would upload something that might be a bit of a winter warmer, get us through winter, get us flowing, get the body moving. So yeah, it's quite a powerful flow, a lot of strength building with a bit of stretching as well, and it should be really nice. So we will start at the back of our mats. Kneel down, bring your hands to your legs, and we'll just ground ourselves with a couple of breaths. So just acknowledge how you're feeling today, how the body's feeling. And just also acknowledge how you're arriving onto your mat today. So you may be a bit more stressed than other days, or you may be feeling quite relaxed and rejuvenated. But this practice is going to help us to just get the body moving, warm us up. It's starting to get a little bit chilly outside, so it's important to keep moving. And while you're here, just taking a few breaths, just set your sankalpa, so your intention for the practice. It can be whatever you want it to be. It might not just be for the practice, it might be for your week ahead or for the rest of the month. And once we've found that sankalpa, we'll start to bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the tummy. We'll take a big inhale through the nose and then exhale, sigh out of the mouth. Nice releasing breath. And then you can start to blink open the eyes, adjust to the light, and we'll come straight forward to our tabletop, our all fours position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And when we inhale, we're going to drop the belly down. Push the tailbone up. And then exhale, start moving through the spine, working through our cat-cow. Making sure that we're inhaling to arch the spine, push the belly down. And exhale to round. So just taking this moment to feel into the body, get the spine moving, get it all warmed up. And it might feel nice to even close your eyes here. So wherever you are, just make sure that you're doing one more arching, coming to cow. And one more exhaling, coming to your cat pose. And then we'll meet back in our tabletop. So find a neutral spine, engage the core. We're going to lift the right leg behind, so bend into the leg and face the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Keep your spine nice and flat. We'll inhale here, and then exhale, push the leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Inhale, down. Exhale up. One more time down and exhale, push up. We'll come back to our neutral spine and we're going to bring the knee towards the nose and then pop the foot towards the top of the mat. Come to your runner's lunge, so hands beside the foot, opening up the chest. Keep pushing your hips down. Take an inhale and then exhale, plant the hands and come back to your tabletop. And then we'll go to the other side, so we'll bring the left leg behind, flex into the foot, and then we're going to push that heel up again. So we'll take an inhale here, and then exhale, push up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Down. Push up. And one more time down, inhale, and then exhale, push up. So we'll start to bring the knee towards the nose again, rounding in the back. And then popping the foot in between the hands, coming to your runner's lunge. So hands beside, open the chest up, relax the shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale, plant the hands back towards our tabletop. So from here, we're going to come to thread the needle variation. We're going to bring the right foot beside us. So in line with your other knee. And from here, we're going to thread the left arm under the right. So reaching the left shoulder down towards the mat and the ear. And if this isn't too accessible for you, then you're more than welcome to do a thread the needle without your foot to the side. You can keep your right hand where it is, or you can start to circle it round towards the left thigh and just hold on to the top of it, so it's a bit of a bind. Relaxing the shoulder. We'll take an inhale. And as we exhale, we'll start to bring that right hand back down, push into the mat, unthread yourself, keep the right foot where it is, and then we're going to lift the right foot all the way over to the left side of the mat. Push into the floor. Really stretch down that side body, that right side body. And then we'll start to bring the right foot all the way to the top right corner of the mat. So we're coming to our lizard variation. Hands inside of the right foot, lower down in the hips. You may need to move that left knee back slightly. And maybe take a little rock from side to side. And you can stay here on your hands, or we can start to go down onto the forearms. Keep rocking, just enjoying the feeling of getting into the hips, just opening them up a bit. Relaxing the shoulders. And then we'll start to come up onto the hands again. Keep the left hand planted where it is. Circle the right arm round and reach towards the back of the mat. So you can stay here just enjoying a bit of a stretch, or you can start to bend into that left knee, reach for the left foot and pull it in towards the glutes, in towards your bum. Take an inhale. And then an exhale. Circle that right hand back around. We're going to tuck the toes of the left foot, come up onto off of the knee, and then reach your right arm up, enjoying a bit of a twist. You can stay here with your hand reaching up, or you can bring the back of that right hand to your lower back and push the shoulder open, push the chest open. Inhale, lift the arm up again. And then exhale, frame your front foot, your right foot, and step back to your downward facing dog. So from here, just pedal out the feet. This is the first downward dog, so we're just getting into the alignment, getting into the movement. Think about your hands being shoulder distance and your feet hip distance, and tilt that tailbone up. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to lower back down to our tabletop, our all four position. So we'll start to go to the other side. We're going to bring that left foot onto the floor in line with your right knee. And then bring your right hand under the left and thread the needle. So shoulder and ear to the mat. And again, like we did before, you can keep that left hand where it is, just supporting you. Or you can circle it all the way round behind your back towards your right thigh. But wherever you are, just keep breathing and relaxing onto the shoulder. So we'll start to bring that left hand back down to the mat, push against the mat and unthread yourself, keeping your left foot where it is. Then we'll start to lift the left foot up, all the way over to the right side. And again, we'll come to that little bit of a side stretch, pushing into the hip. Then we'll start to lift the left foot and bring it all the way towards the top left corner, coming to lizard on the other side. So hands inside of the foot, relax the shoulders. Take a little rock from side to side, just get into those hips. And you can go down onto the forearms, or you can stay on the hands. Just make sure you do what you feel that you need to do for your practice. Go as deep as you need to. Take a breath here. And then we'll start to come up onto the hands. Keep the right hand where it is. Circle the left arm all the way round towards the back of the mat, and you can stay here, or we can start to bend into the right foot, reaching and pulling the foot in towards the bum. Take an inhale, and then exhale with control, nice and gently lower back down, tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee off of the mat, coming to a bit of a lunge twist. So reach that left arm up, or we can bring the back of the hand towards the lower back. You might feel a nice stretch down the outside of your left hip here. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, frame the front foot, your left foot, and step back to your downward facing dog. So pedal out the feet here again. Take any movements you feel that you need just to open up a little bit. And then we're going to find stillness. So if you're hamstrings are quite tight and you struggle to tilt the tailbone up, just make sure you're bending in the knees slightly, like this, just to tilt the tailbone up. So keep breathing. And then we're going to start to tiptoe our way towards the top of the mat, coming to our forward fold. Bringing the toes together, heels apart, and just letting the upper body hang heavy over the legs. And remember, you can bend your knees. If you struggle to fold down a little bit, you'll still get the same stretch. It will just help you out a little bit. So if you haven't got your knees bent already, then bend them now. Take an inhale and start to roll up the spine, coming all the way up to standing. And make sure that your neck comes last. Perfect. And then we'll come to our Tadasana, our mountain pose. So again, check the toes are together, heels are slightly apart. Inhale, lift the arms up, and then interlace above your head. And exhale, push the hands up, push the palms up. Take a really nice, big, full body stretch. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, circle the hands round, and then bring them to heart center. We're going to lift the right knee in front of us, flex into the right foot. So we're finding our balance here. So you may want to focus your eyes on a spot that's not moving. Focus your gaze. We're going to inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to start tipping forwards, coming towards our warrior three. So reach that right leg back, flex into the right foot, just push that right hip down towards the mat. And remember, in your warrior three, you can always go to supportive warrior with your hands on the mat. Otherwise, we're going to take an inhale here. And then exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Keep focusing your gaze. Inhale, lift up one more time. Exhale, lower. We'll take an inhale to straighten up. And then exhale, step back towards your high lunge. Reach the arms up above you towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. Check in with that front knee. Make sure you've got a 90 degree. And you're engaging your right leg. We'll take an inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to take flight and lift up onto that left leg again, coming towards our warrior three. So we're really firing up that left leg. Take an inhale here. Remember, go to supportive warrior if you need to. And then exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind us while we bring the knee towards the chin, rounding in the back. Inhale, straighten again. Don't worry if the wobbles happen. And then exhale, swap. So your hands go back, your knee comes forwards. Inhale, reach again towards your warrior three. And then exhale, bring the right foot by the left foot and stand up. Bring your hands through to heart center. So as you've probably guessed, this is a bit of a fiery flow. It really warms you up. I'm starting to get quite sweaty. We'll inhale, lift the arms up again. And then exhale, hands come through to heart center. And this time we're going to lift up the left leg. So find that balance, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing the jaw. Take an inhale. And then exhale, we're going to start tipping forwards. Warrior three, Virabhadrasana three on the other side. So again, think about that flexed foot. Take a slight micro bend in the right knee, just to help you balance. We'll take an inhale here. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Really try to keep the upper body nice and straight. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower one more time. And then inhale, we'll come back to warrior three. And then exhale, step back towards your high lunge. So lift the arms up. 90 degree in the front knee. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale. And then from here, with our arms above our head, we're going to inhale, lift up onto the right leg again, come to warrior three. And again, drop the hands if we need to. We'll take another inhale. As we exhale, we're going to do that swap. So bring the hands behind, knee comes in towards the chest, the chin. Inhale, straighten, warrior three. Exhale, knee towards the chin. Inhale, reach back again. And then exhale, bring the left foot by the right. And we're going to stand up. into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. We'll take a couple of breaths here, just check in with ourselves, just let the legs cool down a little bit. And it may feel good just to take a little wobble of the legs as well. Take any breaths you need. And then we'll find a bit of stillness. So we'll inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, come all the way down to our Uttanasana, our standing forward bend. Inhale, lift the chest, come to flat back. Hands on the mat or hands on your shins. Exhale, fold again. And this time when we inhale, we're going to come up to our chair pose. So bend into the knees. Lift the arms up. Look down to the toes. Make sure you can see all 10 toes and really work to tuck the bum in. So tilt the pelvis in and the tailbone down. We'll take an inhale here. And then exhale, fold over the legs again. Come to your Uttanasana. Inhale, come to your flat back. Hands can be on the shins. And then exhale, plant the hands. Step back with your left foot, then your right foot. We'll take a breath here. And as we exhale, either lower knees, chest, chin, or shift forwards and go through Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Come to up dog or cobra. And then exhale, move back towards your downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose here. And then exhale, sigh out of the mouth. From here, we're going to lift the right leg up, take an inhale, 3-leg dog, and then exhale, bring the right foot by the right thumb. So pop it here, ready for warrior one. So you're just going to move the left foot out to the side slightly and put the heel down. In one smooth motion, we're going to ground into the mat with the legs and feet and lift up to our warrior one. Reach the arms up. And here you really want to think about pulling the right hip back, the left hip forwards. Bring your hands together above the head. Interlace your hands apart from the index fingers. Relax the shoulders. We'll take an inhale here. And an exhale. Start to bring your hands through to heart center. Straighten into your right leg. And we're going to turn both feet so they're parallel to the short edges of the mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Take an inhale. Engage the legs, and as we exhale, push the hips back, extending your spine all the way towards the floor. Drop your hands in between the feet. We'll take an inhale here. As we exhale, maybe move the hands even further back and draw that head down towards the mat. Perfect. So we'll start to come back up, hands underneath the face. We're going to heel toe the feet in once or twice, coming to our goddess squat. So heels in, toes pointing out, bend into the knees and lift the arms up. So from here, look down to your feet. Make sure your knees are going in line with the feet. Tuck the pelvis in and tailbone down. Take an inhale. As we exhale, start to pulse. Lower the hips down and come back up really quickly. Keep breathing. And then we'll take 2 more. Stand up straight. Turn your feet to point the front of the mat. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, so feet are flat on the mat, legs are straight. Take an inhale again. Exhale, start to tip forwards, reaching the arms forwards, reaching down towards the mat. Here you want to inhale, find a bit of flat back and lift the chest. Exhale, pull down even deeper. And we've got the option of staying here, just enjoying this really intense stretch down the back of that right leg for the hamstrings. Or we can start to bring the hands back slightly, pushing into the mat with our fingertips. We're going to claw, and then we're going to bend into the left knee, and start to find our humble warrior. So bring that left foot all the way to the bum. Push, 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 push. Keep breathing. And then we can release. Start to frame that front foot bending forwards. Step back into your plank. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lower through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga. Inhale, slide up, come to cobra or up dog. And then exhale, move back towards your downward facing dog. We're going to go straight to the other side. So we're going to inhale, lift that left leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, bring the left foot towards the left thumb. Pop that right heel down. Find your warrior one position. So you may need to move the right foot out slightly. And then one smooth motion, lift up to your warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Again, think about squaring the hips. So left hip back, right hip forwards. Perfect. Hands come together apart from the index finger. Relax the shoulders, lower down in the front knee. Keep breathing. We'll take an inhale and start to straighten the legs. And then we'll turn to face the right side this time. Feet parallel to the short edges of the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Engage the legs and then drop the hands to your hips. Take an inhale and stand tall. As we exhale, push the hips back. Keep an extended spine and we're going to reach down towards the mat. Hands come in front of the face. And we're going to inhale here. As we exhale, move the hands slightly further back and just draw the top of the head down towards the mat, coming to your wide-legged fold. We're going to inhale, start to lift back up. Hands come under the face. And then we heel toe the feet in again, come to our goddess squat. So we start to lift up with bent knees, reach the arms up and think about that pelvis. Tuck it in, relax the shoulders. Take an inhale. And then exhale, start to pulse again, dropping those hips down slightly, pushing into that midline. We'll take 2 more, and then we'll start to straighten in the legs. Turn to face the front of the mat. Come to your preparation for your pyramid, so pull the right hip back, left hip forward, straighten those legs. Take an inhale, and then exhale, start to tip forwards again. Reaching until we reach the mat. Inhale here, take a slight spinal wave and exhale, move into that space. Move into your pyramid. And again, we can either stay here just enjoying the pyramid stretch, or we can move the hands back, create that claw, that pushing the fingertips in, bend into the right knee, and we'll support ourselves to come to our humble flamingo. Keep breathing. And start to lower down. We'll bend into the front knee, frame that foot, step back to your plank, your Santalanasana. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift the chest, come to Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, move back towards that downward facing dog. We'll take about 3 breaths here, just really enjoying this pose. Finding a bit of stillness, closing the eyes, and maybe coming back to your intention. So what was it that you came on the mat for today? We'll take another inhale. And when we exhale, we're going to start to lower the knees down, nice and close together. Sit back on the heels, straighten the arms forwards. So bring that forehead towards the mat. We're coming to a child's pose. Taking a couple of breaths. So from here, keep your toes together, lift up slightly, and move the knees apart. So we're going to sink down in between the hips now. Coming towards that child's pose again, but a bit of a different variation. Take a breath. And start to walk the hands back towards the right side, so over towards the right side. Stay down in the hips, stay down in the lower body. Just try to move the upper body and really stretch down that left side. And then we'll start to walk the hands back towards the middle. And then all the way over to the left side this time. Feeling that really nice side stretch down the right. And then we can start to walk the hands back again. We're going to slide ourselves forwards to lying on our tummy. So from here, we're just going to take a Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, hands flat in front of them, flat in front of your elbows. And think about pulling your navel towards the spine, relaxing the shoulders, and just pulling slightly forward, so your hands are almost pulling your chest forwards. Really nice back bend here. Take an inhale, and then exhale, just start to drop down onto your tummy. From here, we're going to take a crushed wing pose. So we're going to bring the right hand in line with the right shoulder. And we're going to start to, using the left hand, push ourselves onto our right side. So this really opens up the shoulder, releases any tension. Taking a breath here, starting to slow things down a little bit. And then we can start to roll to the tummy again. And we'll go to the other side. So straighten that left arm in line with the shoulder. Push with the right hand and come onto your side body. Rest that head down onto the mat. Just feel the shoulder opening. Feel a bit of relaxation starting to creep in a little bit. And then we can start to roll to our tummies again. We'll bring our hands by our chest. And we're going to start to maybe open the legs up a little bit. And we're going to start to come to a big straight arm cobra. So reaching the chest up, looking forwards, engaging the glutes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, start to lower down again. We're going to move back towards our knees now, so push into the hands, come back towards the back of the mat, kneeling, lifting ourselves up, so it's like where we started the practice. From here we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, exhale, bring your hands through to heart center, close down the eyes, and just take a moment here, maybe acknowledge how you feel now compared to how you felt when you stepped on the mat today. Come back to that intention. We'll take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out of the mouth. So let everything and anything that doesn't serve us go. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming along for this lovely winter warmer. You should feel like you've warmed up a bit and that you've worked your body and stretched and found a bit of strength as well. I wanted to say that I will be uploading hopefully a little bit more than I have been, being a bit more present and yeah, just providing you guys with some lovely vinyasa flows, some lovely strengtheners and stuff to get you through that winter period. If you do have any requests or any specific things you want to see on this channel, then just make sure that you comment below or that you get in touch with me on my social media, so either my Instagram or my Facebook, and I will try to provide that for you. Apart from that, I think that's everything. And actually make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. There should be a little thing either that side or that side, I'm not sure. And yeah, just make sure you subscribe so that you are up to date with everything and you don't miss a new video. Thank you very much for coming along, and I will see you next time.